Have you ever prayed and heard nothing? You pour out your heart. You ask for guidance, for help, for just a sign that someone is listening. But all you get back is silence. It's a deeply frustrating, sometimes even painful experience. It can make you question everything. Is God even there? Does he care? If he does, why won't he answer me? If you've ever felt this way, I want you to know you are not alone. This is a common struggle in the journey of faith, and it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. Let's explore some reasons why God might seem silent. First, consider the idea of growth. Think about a child learning to walk. A good parent doesn't hold their hand every single step of the way. They let go, allowing the child to stumble, to find their own balance, and to build strength. In the same way, God's silence might be a space for us to grow. It forces us to rely on the faith we already have, to stretch our spiritual muscles, and to learn to walk by faith, not just by sight or by hearing a direct answer every time. This period of quiet can be a training ground, developing our character and deepening our trust in ways that constant answers never could. Another perspective is that God's timing is different from ours. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want answers now, solutions yesterday. But God operates on an eternal timeline. What feels like an unbearable silence to us might be a perfectly timed pause in his grand plan. The Bible is full of stories like this. Abraham and Sarah waited decades for the child they were promised. Joseph spent years in a prison before he rose to power in Egypt. Their waiting periods were not punishments. They were preparations. God was working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances and preparing their hearts for the blessings to come. So maybe God isn't silent. Maybe he's just not ready to speak yet, because the time isn't right. Sometimes the silence is actually an answer in itself. Perhaps the answer is no, or wait. This can be hard to accept, especially when we want something desperately. But a loving parent doesn't give a child everything they ask for, because they know what's truly best. Our perspective is limited. We see the here and now, but God sees the entire picture. His no or wait might be protecting us from a path that is unheard for our ultimate good, or guiding us toward something far better than we could ever imagine for ourselves. The silence invites us to trust his wisdom over our own desires. And finally, maybe God has already spoken, but we're not listening in the right way. We often expect a booming voice from the heavens, a miraculous sign, or an undeniable feeling. But God speaks in many ways. He can speak through the words of Scripture, through the wise counsel of a friend, through the beauty of nature, through a song on the radio, or through a quiet, persistent thought in our own hearts. The silence might be an invitation to tune out the noise of the world and our own anxious thoughts, and to start listening with our hearts. It challenges us to look for his presence in the ordinary, everyday moments of our lives. So, if you're in a season of silence right now, don't despair. Don't give up. Instead, lean in. Use this time to read, to reflect, and to practice listening in new ways. Trust that this quiet season is not a sign of abandonment, but an opportunity for deeper growth, for perfected timing, and for a more profound relationship with a God who is always with you, even when he is silent. This is a journey, not a destination. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content to help you on your faith journey.